So what's up, guys? I was just sitting here watching TV, and I figured I'd get around to you. Um, Today I wanted to talk a little bit about, well, a little bit more about traffic, rather. Um, some people don't understand that little stick on the side of your steering wheel. It has a function, believe it or not. If you flip it this way, it indicates to everybody around you that you intend to go to the right, whether it's changing lanes to the right or it's making a right turn. Guess what happens if you flick it downward? You guessed it! It indicates you're going to the left. Changing lanes to the left, merging to the left, turning left. Some people need education on this because, or at least where I live, because they don't use it. They don't know how it works, how to use it, when to use it, when not to use it. Let me tell you, if you're in the left lane, you want to go to the right lane, don't just go, because that could cause an accident. You know how you avoid that? You flip your blinker light up, or your turn signal up to indicate to the right. The little lights on the back, the front and the back, and some vehicles, the sides of your vehicles, and the side mirrors even. And people around you will say, "Oh, he intends to go this way." They'll either move up and get out of your way, or they'll slow down so you can get over, or they'll just be a complete asshole, because you know those exist, and they'll just stay right there where you can't get over. But at least you avoided an accident. And those work great with your mirrors. The rear view mirror, the side mirrors, the whole thing, it works together real well. Because when you do that indication and you look in your side mirror on your right hand side and you're like, that lane's just never going to get empty. Well, you know not to move over. Oh wait, there's an empty space, let me get over. Same thing with the left. If you want to go to the left and you're on the right, you flip it down and it indicated that you wanted to get to the left. Use the same mirrors, look around, make sure you've got the clearing, and go. Don't cut them on for the hell of it, though, because that just confuses everybody. Everybody. And it actually causes more trouble than not. So use your turn signals to indicate left or right, or if you need to make a left or right turn. That way the people behind you know to slow down so you can make your turn. Also, while we're on turning, if there's a car in front of you and it puts its turn signal on, blinker light or however, and it's going to make its turn that you also intend to make. You intend to make the same turn. Well, they're in front of you, so you know what that means? That means they get to turn first. Because if you try to make that turn, speed up and make that turn first, they'll collide right into you. Two physical things cannot occupy the same space at the same time. And vehicles moving as fast as they do causes lots of damage, and sometimes some of that damage is medical. Someone winds up hurt, even if they were doing the right thing. Yield to the person in front of you. If there is an upcoming turn opportunity, street on your left or right, that the person in front of you could turn to get onto, make sure that they actually are going to continue forward before you assume to turn. If you're behind them, they have the right of way. That's how that works. Just because you speed up doesn't make you right. If their turn signal is on, that's what that means. If they're using it right. If they're not using it right, like the example I made earlier of someone just having it on for no obvious reason, well, it just depends on how long they've had it on. if they've had it on for, I don't know, 3 or 4 blocks, then you probably assume that you're safe. But in traffic, assumptions aren't always the best thing. But if you want to make that turn and you see that they're slowing down also, they're not slowing down for your benefit. Even if they don't use their turn signal, which they should, if they're making that turn, get behind them. Don't try to get in front of or next to them if it's a turn. You know. Seems simple. And I'm sure most of y'all understand that, but there's obviously some people that I've dealt with since I've been driving, since I can remember. Even as a kid, I remember seeing people trying to cut others off, and it's not necessary. But I've found a solution to road rage that works for me, because anybody will tell you that knows me knows I have some major issues with it, but I've found a way to, it doesn't cut all of my rage out, but it really helps. When there's a situation in traffic that causes you and the car next to you or car around you or whatever, or someone else to get angry, what I've learned is, if you know you were doing right, like you were the car in front and someone tried to cut you off, like I was just describing, don't cuss and flip them off. You want to know why? Because you're just getting angry. And you're letting them see that you're getting angry. What I try to do, and again, I'm not perfect, as I mentioned in my other video, is just smile and wave at them. Because while they're cussing and fussing and flipping you off in their car, that smile and wave lets them know that they didn't get to you, but you got to them, so it makes them even angrier. And you know what that does? That should actually make you happier, because they already did wrong to you. They're getting mad at you as if you were in the wrong, and they didn't get a chance to piss you off like you pissed them off. Or they pissed themselves off, rather. I don't know. However you want to word that. But then you just give them a big old smile and a wave, and guess what? All they do is they just get angrier. I've seen it. That's why I do it, because I've personally witnessed it. But remember, people, the stick on the side of your steering wheel, it lets everybody, it's not there just for looks. It's not so it can match if there's another stick on the other side of your steering wheel, unless you have a gear shift somewhere else in your car. It's also not to match just the windshield wiper control. It's not just to match. It functions down toward the ground, left. Up toward the sky, right. Simple, right? Now everybody figure it out. Have fun.